Good morning, y'all. Today is Sunday, the 14th of September, and this morning we're gonna try to head in that direction. I don't know if you can see off in the distance. It's the new Demerara Harbour Bridge, and right now I'm at Heroes Highway at the roundabout that's currently being constructed. So this morning I'll actually try to take a walk across the harbour bridge. It's not been officially opened as yet, but it's been one continuous structure as it is right now. So I should be able to walk across. See, I have my safety vest and my safety boots on, so because it's still a construction site. This roundabout is still being worked on. I saw yesterday the president said that they're aiming for a completion by the end of this month, September. It'll be interesting to see how this roundabout works out, because the one at Eccles, it's crazy during rush hour traffic, especially in the afternoons. Traffic is built up almost all the way to the other roundabout at Mandela Avenue. So let me just give you a quick walkthrough of how this roundabout is set up to enter onto the access road to the new Demerara Harbour Bridge. So when you're heading down the Heroes Highway coming from the southern direction, there is a on lane here. It's not a very long on lane, so I sense that when there's heavy traffic we'll have a little bit of bottleneck up ahead there, because there's a very sharp turn off, and there's probably just enough space for maybe 15 to 20 vehicles, and during rush hour there definitely will be more than that. So then you head down south, see the roundabout over there, and there's actually a quite a big roundabout, but given the way local drivers have been using the roundabouts so far, I expect there will be a lot of chaos. I don't think the roundabout was the right way to go for this intersection. We had this space for flyovers and they should have used flyovers, but anyways, we'll see how it works. Now as you go through the roundabout and you turn left to head up onto the bridge, there are 3 lanes here. One, it's not really much of a lane. It doesn't have actual space for a lane. It just basically merges, and then you have these 2 lanes here. And then across on the opposite side, where you exit onto Heroes Highway from the Harbour Bridge over there, you have 1 forward lane to go around the roundabout, 1 forward and 1 turn in, 1 left turn, and then this one says left turn only. And then as you go around, there is another lane that was created around here. Let me go quickly and show you. It's about the same length as the one on the other side to enter. Alright, so we'll head back on to the left lane that heads towards the harbour bridge, and we'll walk as far as we were able to, and I'll show you everything a little bit more up closely. See, there's drainage on the left side here. Also there's a drain on that side over there. I see speed limit signs up already at 50 kilometers an hour. And then this somewhat of a 3 lane merges into 2 lanes, and it's 2 lanes all the way to the harbour bridge. Same on the other side, comes down as 2 lanes, and then it merges into 3 and then 4 farther up ahead. Already have the street lights installed. So just a quick reminder, if you guys like this kind of content, just remember to hit like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, you can go ahead and subscribe so I'm able to bring you lots more videos like this in the future. Alright, we're coming up on the first intersection here, which allows you to turn left into this access road here. And then from here you can also turn left to go onto the bridge. I believe over there is Massey Road, aka Red Road. So there's an option if you're coming down Red Road, you can just turn left over there, come through this access road, and then join the road to the bridge instead of going out on the Heroes Highway over there. And then on the opposite side also there is an exit road here. The road looks like it's still under construction, so at least it seems like some of the traffic will be able to exit here. I am not too sure of where it connects to, but from all looks they're doing construction on this road to actually pave it and make it usable. Initially, it was announced that this bridge would have been completed on August 31st, but it has not been as yet. But I believe like the actual structure of the bridge would have been completed then. But from the looks of what I see up ahead, there's still some kind of work going on. But we'll see when we get up close. As you go along this road, there's this really nice apartment building here. Doesn't look like it's complete. I don't know if anybody lives inside as yet. Might be. I don't see any signs of life. But one interesting thing is that this area was purely residential before this bridge came through here. So it'll be interesting to see how people get along with the change of environment, with all the vehicles constantly driving up and down here. We're now here at this other half intersection. This is Windsor Estate Roads. That is south and it hits north. Now at this intersection, if you're coming from Heroes Highway over there, you can turn left onto Windsor Estate Roads to head to Massey Road, aka Red Road. And then you can also, of course, go straight up onto the bridge. Same for when you enter in, there are two turning lanes, which means instead of just turning over there and holding the left lane, people will have to come across here, which will cause this traffic here to stop. So I can see this being problematic in the future, but again, we'll see how it goes. On the opposite side, you can enter onto the Harbour Bridge access road to head to Heroes Highway from Windsor Estate Roads. Again, same setup, turning lanes to go into two over there, so same issues as the other side. And then here, when you exit in the Harbour Bridge, you also have, you got a one lane going straight forward, and then you got two lanes. One goes straight forward and turns left, and then one is left only to go on to the estate. So far I haven't come across any workers along this stretch of road except the ones I saw by the roundabout, so I'm assuming everything here is done and all the focus is probably on the roundabout, but we'll see what's being worked on as we go up ahead. So this is one of those prefabricated steel buildings going up here. Walking through here this morning, there's one noticeable thing. It's very, very quiet. You can't hear any vehicles off in the distance. You can't hear any kind of machinery, nothing. All you hear right now are birds and whatever other creatures they got around. And then in a few weeks' time, it will be a complete 180. Everything will change. So I guess that's the cost of development. For the real estate people, it'll be interesting to see how this bridge affects property values in the future. Will it actually raise property values, or will all the noise cause property values to drop? So if you're into real estate, that'll be something interesting to look at. Let's see one of the Caribbean Airlines flights up ahead, landing at Ogle. Alright, we're a lot closer now to the bridge. I'm passing this really big house on the right side here. So approaching the bridge, I see that the lanes on the left here widen a bit, and then also speed limit will be 80 kilometers an hour through this area. I think there's another sign for the exit side. Let me see. It says, this one also says 80 kilometers an hour exiting towards Heroes Highway. I don't know if I passed one of these 80 kilometers an hour signs back where I came from, but I remember the last one I saw was 50. So the barriers at the side end there, I don't see any here. I don't know if this is being left as another access road, but we'll see. I don't see any signs of construction on it that would make it seem, or would make it an access road. Here widens and splits into what looks like 3 lanes. Finally, we see some workers on the right side over there doing some excavation, and here you have your 2 lanes on your right. There's this lane in the middle here. I don't know if this will probably be a cycle lane, and then over here I don't know if this will be a lane or if it will be parking or if it will be for trucks. Very interesting that there's a cutout here for vehicles to cut across. Curious as to the reason for this, or maybe for emergencies. Seems like they're still doing drainage over there. On this side is complete. We're almost at the base of the bridge now. Still a lot of construction going on over there. And I'm guessing all here they will still have to install the barriers. Alright, so we're past the little area there, and we're now officially on the on-ramp. Let's see how far we can make it. Now we're up a little bit. We're probably like maybe, I don't even know, like 3 or 4 stories high right now. And we're gonna continue heading upwards. So let me start showing you things. Now, one of the things that everybody, well, I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people were concerned about is how tough these barriers would be. Now, as it is here, this one in front of me is at my neck height. So I would say about 5 feet in height, or just close to 5. And then there's a solid concrete base at the bottom, and then these 1, 2, 3 steel pipes supported by these brackets or support columns, whatever you want to call them. And they're pretty close together. I would say maybe 6 feet apart, 6 to 7. And then it's pretty much the same in the middle of the bridge as you go along. And over there in the right lane, same. So we see it's 2 lanes going over the bridge. I don't know if this one in the corner here counts as a bike lane. It's wide enough for a bike and cycle, so it might just well be. There's not much room for an emergency stop up here. You can utilize this little space in the corner, but you will probably still be like out here, take up half of the other lane. Here's what it looks like looking down the bridge. This is over Eccles and Republic Park on the left, and then Providence on the right. So I'm gonna try to squeeze through this barrier here to show you what the pedestrian walkway looks like over here. So it'll be a tight fit. Made it through. This is what it looks like all the way down. There's still some work here, some access covers, so wiring and so on. Still not complete. This is the view from up here. You can see the Demerara River over there and Princess Hotel right here. Right now we're probably in line with the top floor of Princess Hotel, and over there it's the Guyana National Stadium, and then looking back over there you can see Providence. So now the part where I am is directly above the East Bank Public Road. At this point here there is kind of a higher piece of mesh. I guess to prevent people from throwing stuff onto the highway below. And also, if you're wondering how high the barriers are at the side of the pedestrian walkway, this here is kind of just below my chest height. So I would say maybe close to 4 feet. And yeah, if you're wondering, somebody who really wants to jump over this probably can. But hopefully we won't have any of that. I don't know if there's any plans in the future to put netting at the side here to prevent any issues like that, but it would be good if they do. Just to show you another view now, looking back down over the communities over here. I can't fit through these barriers to go over the other side to show you over there, but when I'm coming back down, I'll try to climb across this middle barrier here. Closer to the crest of the bridge, or the top of the bridge, there's a lot of construction work still happening. See, there's a huge crane there, plenty workers and equipment. So I don't know if I'll be able to go past that, but we'll see. So we're closer now to these towers that we would have been so familiar with as this bridge was constructed. This is the center span section of the bridge that are held up by cables. Lots of work going on up ahead, so I think I will probably turn back from here. You can see the barriers on both sides, barriers over there and then barriers over here. They're currently installing, and there are cranes and all sorts of machinery there, so I would not go past that right now. When it's completed, I will come back, however, and do a complete walk across. So I'll go back down and I'll try to give you the view from the left side lane, which is headed towards Heroes Highway. Before I head back down, let me show you this view. The Demerara River. We're just above it, basically at the edge of it. And this is the Providence area you're looking at here. Quite a breathtaking view. So when this bridge is complete, one of the things that you must do is take a walk across and just enjoy the view from up here. So we've turned back. Wasn't gonna go through all the construction work. It's not safe for me to be there, so I'm gonna head back down and I'll try to climb over this barrier here and give you a view of the other side of this bridge. Whew. So it takes a little effort to climb over, but I made it. I think I can go over here because this section is still under construction. Should be able to fit through one of these sections here. Yeah. And this is a view from here. You can see the old Demerara Harbour Bridge off in the distance over there. And from here you can see the curvature of the bridge. Then in this area is Georgetown that we're looking down on. Actually no, this is Peter's Hall, and then over across there where the bridge exits is Georgetown, and you can look down the Demerara River out into the Atlantic Ocean. Lots of ships in port today, and this is looking towards the Heroes Highway. I don't know if you guys can see off in the distance, but somewhere over there is the new Brick Dam police station that you can see just standing out in the skyline. And then all the way over there somewhere there is a hotel. I can't remember the name of the hotel, but that hotel is going up in Liliendal on the east coast, so it sticks out quite a lot from all the way at this new Demerara Harbour Bridge. I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but from up here the noise of the traffic down there is very loud. I guess primarily because we're downwind and all the sound blows west towards where I am. On the left side here, heading down the bridge, this is Peter's Hall, and we're just above all the houses. Directly below looks like. One thing about having a high bridge this close to houses is that all these people will have a little less privacy now. So that's one unfortunate downside. But as I said, when there's development, there are sometimes some negative side effects to it. So walking along this side here, there's something I just noticed. There are some drainage pipes which basically drain straight down into the open area below the bridge. There's no piping or anything, so the water will just drain straight down or run straight down this bridge all the way down to the bottom. If you're curious about where the sections are joined together, this is what one of them looks like. All the way across. So we're down back to the base of the bridge now, and looking back up towards where we went just now. A little something for the technical people. This looks like a test hole for the asphalt. Seems to be about 3.5 inches depth or thickness. So there we have it, my attempt to walk across the new Demerara Harbour Bridge. I wasn't able to complete the entire thing like I was hoping, but because of the construction happening up there, I had to turn back. But I did satisfy my curiosity as to what it looks like up close, and I hope it satisfied your curiosity as well. When this bridge is complete, I will definitely take a complete walkover and show you from start to finish the completed product essentially. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't as yet. I will see you guys in another video. Take care.
I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.